San Francisco's skyline blurred behind the rain-streaked windows of Ellie's corner office. The hum of servers in the adjacent room vibrated through the walls like a dissonant lullaby. Eleanor Ellie Carter, her auburn hair pulled into a tight knot, traced a finger over the laptop trackpad. The email chain glowed. Mark's name, Claire's. Laughably casual sign-offs, dates that overlapped with her business trips to Austin. A half-empty cup of cold matcha sat forgotten beside her. She remembered Claire's birthday last month, the three of them at Zuni Cafe, Claire toasting Ellie as her rock. Ellie's throat tightened. She closed the laptop, the click echoing like a gunshot in the silent room. Outside, the Bay Bridge glittered, indifferent. She dialed her lawyer, Vanessa Torres, whose voice carried the calm of a sniper. "We'll need proof. Bank trails, server logs." Ellie interrupted. "I'll get it myself." Her nails, unchipped, painted the crimson of warning signs, tapped a staccato rhythm on the desk. 2 weeks later, Ellie lingered outside Mark's home office, a converted loft space in their Pacific Heights townhouse. Moonlight spilled over his desk, cluttered with schematics for Liar, the secret app he and Claire had built. She photographed every page, her silk robe brushing against the doorframe like a ghost. Later in her downtown office, she cross-referenced IP addresses. Their servers, her servers, had hosted their affair, both romantic and corporate. Claire's role was clever: fake client meetings, dummy invoices routed through offshore accounts. Ellie almost admired it. At a board meeting, she watched them exchange glances, Claire's manicured hand brushing Mark's wrist as she passed him a tablet. Ellie smiled, her voice steady as she approved their experimental budget. "Innovation requires risk," she said, noting how Claire's shoulders relaxed. The launch party for Liar was held at the Battery, a members-only club where tech elites sipped mezcal under Edison bulbs. Ellie arrived late, her emerald green Roland Mouret dress cutting through the crowd like a blade. Mark, flushed with gin tonics, bragged to investors about Liar's disruptive intimacy. Claire hovered nearby, her laughter too loud, her eyes darting to Ellie. At midnight, Ellie took the stage. The room hushed. Her reputation as a reluctant public speaker made this moment electric. "To Mark and Claire," she began, her voice amplified by the silence. "True pioneers in deception." The screen behind her flickered. Texts, invoices, a voicemail of Claire mocking Ellie's robotic heart. The crowd erupted in murmurs. A reporter's camera flashed, capturing Mark's ashen face, Claire's tear-streaked mascara. Ellie stepped down, the taste of champagne sharp on her tongue. A junior developer, wide-eyed, handed her a coat. "Should I call your driver, Ms. Carter?" She shook her head. "I'll walk." Weeks later, headlines screamed, "Cyber Queen exposes Silicon Valley love rats." Claire's Instagram, once curated with sunsets and empowerment quotes, went dark. Mark moved to a rented studio in San Jose, leaving voicemails Ellie deleted unplayed. "You win," he slurred once. "Was I ever enough for you?" Vanessa secured full control of the company, but Ellie's victory felt like ash. She wandered their townhouse, now stripped of Mark's vinyl records and Claire's garish, abstract paintings. In the pantry, she found a bottle of Dom Perignon they'd saved for their 15th anniversary. She drank it alone, the bubbles stinging her throat, and shattered the empty bottle against the marble counter. Months passed. Ellie's team launched Vigil, an AI that tracked digital infidelity. It went viral. At a launch event, a fan asked, "What inspires you?" Ellie paused. "The desire to clean up messes." That night, she dreamt of Stanford, her, Mark, and Claire, hacking code in a dorm room, passing a bottle of cheap tequila. Claire's head on her shoulder, Mark's hand brushing hers. She woke gasping, her sheets damp with sweat. The email arrived at dawn. Mark had been found in a Motel 6, empty pill bottles littering the floor. No note. Ellie deleted it, then vomited in the bathroom sink. Ellie's new project consumed her, an AI that could erase memories. Not literally, just the digital ones. Photos, emails, receipts. She called it Lethe. During testing, she fed it old files. A video of Mark grilling burgers in their backyard popped up. "Delete," she commanded. The screen blinked. "Error, corrupted file. She tried again. Error. Again. Error. At 3 a.m., she uploaded everything. Wedding photos, liar's code, Claire's last text, "You're a monster," into Lethe. The program crashed. Ellie laughed, a raw, jagged sound until her ribs ached. Ellie walks the Land's End Trail at dawn, the Golden Gate shrouded in fog. Her phone buzzes, a notification from Vigil. Potential breach detected. She ignores it, watching the waves devour the shore. Some cracks, she thinks, can't be patched.